Good morning, everybody. It's July 21st, day 137. Today is my first full real day in Maine. I'm not going to count my zero just over the border yesterday as a real day in Maine. But yeah, it was crappy all day yesterday, and the terrain I just covered, I'm glad I didn't do it in the rain or decide to try and push because I would have gotten caught. And yeah, it just would have been cold and wet. About a mile and a half, I've got the Thru-Hike notch to do. It's the hardest mile on trail. Like I said before, it takes anywhere from an hour to 3 hours to do. And then after that is the arm, which is a 1,500-foot climb, pretty much straight up for about a mile. And then, yeah, then there's a camp right after that, which is the goal for today. Feeling good afterwards. There's another tent site further on. Might go to that just to gain a little bit more miles while it's good. The sun finally came out. It's gonna be cold tonight, down into the low 40s. So hopefully the sun will keep working its magic. I'm almost dry now from this morning. There's just a little bit of heavy fog still to walk through, but my shoes are pretty soaked and muddy from crossing over some crappy bog boards, but that's Maine. So yeah, we'll get stepping off here in a little bit and tackle the Thru-Hike notch. But for now, we're just gonna keep walking and we'll get there. Welcome to Maine. Well, we're about 5 minutes into the notch and we already found ice and snow buried down in these rocks. If that just gives you the idea of what the temperature can be like down in here. Look, there's more down there.
It might be easier to go that way. Okay.
Good morning, everybody. It's July 22nd, day 138. Stayed at Speck Pond Shelter last night. Really nice shelter. Got down into the low 40s, and I stayed warm and comfortable, thankfully, because my sleeping bag is only rated for 40 degrees, because I didn't think it would be getting this cold in the end of July. Yeah. Shorter, just another 10-mile day today. Kind of misbudgeted the mileage, elevation, and the food carry, so I'm gonna have to stop a day or two early to get more food to head back out. So Maine's just tough to resupply. You don't go through any towns. You have to hitch a ride like almost a half an hour everywhere to go, so it kind of makes planning it, even if you plan it well, tough. I mean, the zero in the shelter kind of ate through my extra day of food that I had saved for the extra day, but the mileage, I just need more food to get me there. So be a learning process as I go through Maine, and then I'll finish. But until then, just kind of play it by ear as I go, really. It's I miss the days of, I'll just carry 3 days, I'll just carry 2 days, and I'll walk right through a town and top back off. But here I think it's going to have to be carry 5 or 6 days and then just deal with the weight, get to where you're going, and that's it. So it's supposed to be 67 today, less windy, but still going to get just as cold tonight. So I'll just get to camp, get warm, and call it a day. Good morning, everybody. It's July 23rd. Yep, July 23rd, day 139. Maine is rugged, wild, and unmaintained to a degree. It's just a vast difference of, trail maintenance here versus everywhere else. A lot of these parts are so much more rural, so maintenance isn't as much of a thing here. There's some spots where if hikers didn't go through for a season, the trail would definitely grow over and you wouldn't even know it was there. I haven't been doing a lot of walking videos. I usually do my morning clip when I'm talking and walking, but in the afternoons I usually do kind of something like this. But lately the terrain's been so rough, the thought of having my phone out is impossible because I need both my poles for both my hands and all my focus. So when I can get them, I'll take them. But yeah, I'm gonna try and do 15 miles today, which I think the new norm is doing 10, and then anything you get on top of that is just a bonus because the terrain is just so unpredictable. There's still huge ascent and descent gains throughout the day, so it'll be a slow state, but it is beautiful in its own way with how rugged it is, so it demands some respect. But man, it's a lot of work. This is probably the smoothest section I've walked on in quite a few days. How'd you break your ankles?